Okay,
Yes.
so then, fine. So after, of course, one experiences some of the symptoms that we talked about, and of course, other women do not experience anything at all, or others, it's now vice versa. If, let's say, one had morning sickness, the other one will have it in the evening, and all those things. So then, when I find out I'm pregnant, are there things that, let's say, I'm supposed to do in terms of, like, let's say, changes in lifestyle, or anything like that to ensure that the baby is safe? Because you see, like we said, the first 3 months are very, very critical in pregnancy. Yeah.
Yes. If like let's say like women who are maybe on medications, maybe they are diabetics, maybe they're hypertensive, and for some reason they didn't plan this, and it so happened.
It just happened. Yeah.
They need to go and see whether their drugs can be tapered to safer drugs that do not pass the placental tissue to go to the baby. Same with women who are HIV positive.
Yeah.
There are some drugs which they must stop, or they must be tapered so that they can be given safer drugs. Okay, today they do more or less the same drugs, but it's good for them to ensure that we are now taking safer drugs, not the ones which are harming the baby, because the first 12 months are very critical.
Yeah, 12 weeks.
There are some, of course, lifestyles. We talked about the lifestyles. If you are drinking, if you drink, if you smoke, we don't want you to do that. We want you to stop that, and so because this might affect the baby.
The baby, yeah.
Yes.
All right. And what about traveling? I've had people say that they were advised by the doctor that the first 3 months not to do long distance traveling, or 2, not to do heavy manual jobs. Why is that? Why? Yeah. Is it because of the implantation?
It is maybe like those precious pregnancies.
All right.
Maybe those ones which really somebody had to work with you to get pregnant. But normally, like these women who never even realize they're pregnant, they're all over the place. Then they're, oops, I think I'm expecting. This is the time coming, then the baby start moving.
Yeah.
Yes. If they are delicate pregnancies, then you'll definitely, the doctor or the midwife or whoever is your care provider will be able to tell the woman not to do or not to. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Pregnancy is not a disease, by the way.
It is not, yeah.
It's a normal process. Only that now, this woman who is carrying this precious little one, we need to take care of her.
Yeah.
And we need to take care of her so that she can take care of the little baby in her.
All right. Yeah. Okay. And then in terms of the folic acid, when is one supposed to take folic acid? Because like we said, remember last week, that there are some who don't even know they're pregnant until way in, like 3-4 months in, and then find out they're pregnant, and then of course that is when probably some of them will start, their prenatal visits and all those things. But then when is the ideal time for one to start taking folic acid, and why is it so important?
Okay, folic acid has been known after a lot of research that it stops babies. It not stops. I mean, it is lack of folic acid will make a baby be deformed. The deformation results from what we call the neurotube, the brain and the spinal cord. So if a woman has already demonstrated that kind of a baby, she has had that baby, then definitely it's a woman who will be like on treatment of folic acid. Women all of them must take folic acid.
Folic acid, yeah.
The earlier the better. If they start like now before pregnancy. That's why we want women to come with, plan. I plan to get pregnant. Let us start you with the folic acid, because it's usually a very small dose. Let us, and there's no harm. Let us start you with folic acid.
Okay.
But immediately you're pregnant, let us put you on folic acid.
All right.
The first 12 weeks, very, very good.
Very important.
Yes,
all
very
right.
important.
So do you ever stop, or you continue taking them throughout pregnancy?
Folic acid, they continue until.
Okay.
Yes. That's why a lot of women, pregnant women, take some kind of supplements to make sure that they never deplete their own, because you see babies in the womb will deplete their mothers whatever they have. Like if mother has low blood, if mother has issues, they'll kind to pick that from their mother.
Yes. All right. Okay. And in terms of the nutrition, because like we said, of course, nutrition plays a very, very important role.
Very important.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then, when do you have to make changes as far as nutrition is concerned? Do you do this immediately when you realize you're pregnant, and then sort of alter the kinds of food you take, or what usually happens? And what is the foods or types of nutrients that are mostly advised for women to take, especially during the first 3 months?
Okay, tricky. We want women to be in optimum health before they start pregnancy. Now, when they get pregnant, they continue. I said pregnancy is not a disease.
It's not, yeah.
So it's not like pregnancy is going to take, a big toll on your health. Continue just eating. I know the women who say, I'm eating for two. You're not eating for two. Just make sure that you eat the normal, the portions that are being regulated. Thankfully, today you also, when a woman is pregnant, we also put in the nutritionists to make sure that they know what to take. Of course, we insist on the balanced diet. Balanced diet, then of course they might be advised if they're throwing up too much, they might take too much, some water to, you know, to just to make sure that they don't deplete the water in themselves. Some women will have low calcium, so they'll be told either to take calcium supplements or to take milk.
All right.
Yes.
But generally,
of course, some women cannot withstand milk.
True.
So you have to put them on calcium.
On calcium.
Yes.
All right.